What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction. Shannon Sharpe, your favorite uncle, not mine. He's like one of those uncles to me that if you have an uncle in your family, you just can't stand. You can't stand being around him. You can't stand seeing him. Can't stand the sound of his voice. And I really cannot stand the sound of his voice. That would be the uncle. Favorite? Absolutely not. But in my personal opinion, I believe he is somebody that really does not like black women. And we know that there are a lot of black men that showcase themselves on social media, have microphones, sit around all day just talking about their opinions and how they feel about people. They're usually the ones that will let people know how much they don't like black women, but claim they love their mama or their grandmama. But disrespect so many black women that they look like. But he is, in my personal opinion, a self-hating man, because I don't believe that he lives in his truth. And I don't really care what his truth is, but that stunt, it was a stunt. That going live, it takes effort to go live. All of the things that he said from when it immediately happened, for him to say it was his account being hacked, and then he had another explanation for it after that. Bull, lies, deceit. All of it was a stunt. And quite frankly, I don't care if he is gay or bisexual, but he does. And he does care what people think. And I had said this before, that when he said things like, yeah, people say I'm gay. I don't care nothing about that. Yeah, you do. You do care. And actually, I believe I did a podversation where I said in the title that Shannon Sharpe does care if you think that he's gay or not. He does. And that's why I believe, my personal opinion is that it was a stunt. But with that being said, he does what he does easily, which is going off on a black woman. He's a public figure, one that has a lot of followers. You're not going to have everyone that's going to praise you, support you, love you. There are going to be some people that don't like you. You may call them haters, but they're expressing their opinion. Well, there was someone on Twitter, and they shared their opinion of how they feel about him defending Caitlin Clark, the white female WNBA player, but doesn't do the same when it comes to the black women in the WNBA, especially like Angel Reese. So he made some comments that was just so 1993, 1994, talking about a woman and their hair, but it was extremely disrespectful. And not only just about the hair, but it was about just the context of it, because this is a black woman. This person said, my issue is, as Shannon Sharpe never speaks on the disrespect, the rest of the women of the W experience always defended Caitlin. That's that person's opinion. And yeah, they added him, but didn't say anything disrespectful about him. That was their personal opinion and view on how they feel. He doesn't do what he does for Caitlin Clark, for the black women who play in the league as well. So his response, like I said, very disrespectful, so 1993, 1994, and in my personal opinion, also just extremely disrespectful, not about the hair, but about the context of finances. Because I picked up another tone from it. He said to that person in response, why are you on my page? And then he didn't even spell it right. He said, why are you on my page? Not on. I know he meant to say on, or spell on, type on, but he typed O-N-E. Why are you on my page? ? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Stop trying to kill my vibe. for real? First of all, who talks about black women wearing horsehair in 2024? Those jokes are so 1990s. Like, you might have seen that in the first season of Martin, when Martin would say something to Pam about her hair. This is 2024. No woman is walking around wearing horsehair, okay? If they're wearing weaves, they're paying a whole lot of money for it, or they're getting it on sale, but it's human hair. And secondly, the rob, I picked up the context of you're broke. You know, you got to steal what you get. That's what I picked up from it. That's neither here nor there, but it was just dumb and it's stupid. But extremely disrespectful to black women. She didn't say, or that person, didn't say anything with regards to his looks, his sexuality. Like, they could have went there. They could have went low. But all they did was give their opinion on how they feel he disrespects the women of the league who are black by not defending them, but defending Caitlin Clark. That's that person's opinion. But if you know his preference, and most of us believe his preference is not even females, but that's our opinion. But if you know his past preferences, the women did not look like the ones that he is saying, aren't you wasting time fussing with me on Twitter? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? That's the type of stuff that is just like, why do you all support him? Why do you buy his merch? Why do you support his podcast? What, because yeah, he has a lot of guys that follow him, but I can guarantee you that the majority of the women that support him look more like him than Caitlin Clark. I know this to be the case. I know people that are black women that really like him, and I'm like, why? But everyone is entitled to their personal opinion. So they like him. He don't like you. He don't. Well, Tasha K, she exposed him before, and I agree, and you can let me know what you think.
Shannon! You thought I was done, didn't you, bitch? You thought I was done, you big heavy tone bitch, you? Ain't nobody done yet, motherfucker. I'm letting you get your little podcast time, nigga. This fame getting to your motherfucking head and shit, nigga. They always have this newfound fame, and they got to start lying to keep the fame and shit, because they get used to them YouTube numbers and shit, and the YouTube tech. But then when they, the fame died down, the YouTube tech get real average, and you got to fire your stylist because you can't afford to keep them around the fucking man buying jewelry and sit in courtside and take them to Paris, nigga. So the viewer discussion is advised this Shannon Sharpe allegedly fucking. Let's go. Said that his Instagram was hacked, and they would deal with the hacker vigorously. It was hacked right after, for the same Instagram that was hacked. He said it was hacked. I said, bitch, I got hacked on Facebook. I can't post on the Facebook right now. Meta is working right now to get my goddamn Facebook back as we speak, okay? I can't post, bitch, to say I was hacked. I gotta go to another platform. How are you posted for the same platform? Then he came out and did a video saying that it wasn't hacked, and that what he did was he came in and threw his phone on the bed. Next thing you know, he was live. And then Jordan here, put up the picture of Jordan. Okay, so Jordan here is in the black, dressed like Shannon Sharpe. They're dressed alike. And this is Hollywood here in the blue shorts. Let me make this make sense for them so they can picture this, okay? Well, Hollywood is Shannon Sharpe's longtime stylist that traveled with him and dressed him, okay? Not only did he dress him, he got perks for dressing him. He got trips everywhere. He got brand new Louis Vuitton bags. He got courtside seats beside surprised Shannon. They sat together, everything. They were very, 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 very close. The last woman that Shannon Sharpe was with that we know of is Michelle Evans, and she's suing him right now for sexual assault. That he just took the pussy and did ask. Because he said white girls just like to be taken. Why I gotta ask Michelle? This is Michelle. So that, ooh, Michelle, that's my Michelle. Yeah, bitch. He couldn't think of no other women name. So he just used Michelle because Michelle got his ass in court and got his ass fired from Fox. Remember when he said he was quitting and he left Skip? They left his ass. Yeah. He couldn't even get in the fucking building. When he did his video on Nightcap with Ocho, and he was talking about what happened, saying he came in the room, threw the phone on the bed, got down to business with Michelle, and he got another phone, and he was getting called from that phone saying that, yeah, you were live and you were fucking. He getting irritated because people are FaceTiming him that's never FaceTimed him before, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, and the whole time he was live on Instagram and didn't know it. Hollywood posts a message, the one here in the blue shorts and the one with the jewelry around his neck. Then he wrote specific instructions that there is no fucking way that you could just throw your phone on a bed and it just goes live on Instagram. See, Shannon Sharpe is old and senile. He forgot that you got to open up the app. Not only do you have to open up the app, you have to go to the plus sign. You have to hit live. Then you have to press live. So that's what, 4 steps? You don't just throw your phone on the bed and go live. So he's saying Jordan here, who's his creative director in the black that he's helping dress, is the one that shut down the live. Now, we all know by going live, they can't shut down my live. They can't end it. They can't. No TikTok. They cannot do it. Only I have to end the live. So when he came live saying that Jordan, his creative director, shut down the live, that wasn't true. Here's what happened. Shannon has been very bothered by the rumors of his sexuality, and he's been very bothered by not being the topic of conversation on the internet, and so he needed a viral moment. He's been trying to prove to Fox that he was gonna make it without him, which he's been doing really good. No hate, you know? Whatever you gotta do to keep the lights on, I get it. I feel that the length that he's going through to try to cover up him being gay is crazy. Me and Hollywood have been talking in the DM. Okay, I'ma read the messages, don't you worry. Hollywood has been on Instagram popping his shit. My friend called me and told me, Tasha, you better get over there to Hollywood page. He popping his shit. So I said, what's going on? What's going on? Hollywood Mugler is his stylist, the one that he would take everywhere, Paris, courtside. And you know, when men take people to games, they usually take their significant other. It would always be Hollywood, him and Hollywood in Paris. Hollywood would go live and just pointed at Shannon's ass and everything, and he was dressing Shannon and shit like that. And so he comes in. I don't know why he tried to delete these messages. Like, I don't fucking screenshot Hollywood. I said, so, oh, Hollywood, you popping your shit. This was right after the live. He said, well, you know, I'm about that life. If need be, hope you're doing well and seeing through the lies. Now, me and Hollywood have had conversations over the years. He has appreciated the commentary with me and with Wendy Williams. He said, y'all the only two that have given me my respect. I'm not a cheap hoe. And I live a very, very good lifestyle with whomever I'm with. He exposed when he was 18 another NFL player, and so he dresses men in the NFL. Everybody, okay? So I said, of course, I know Michelle is Shannon's ex. And then he goes on to say, is she? I said, you know what's up. And then he said, I said, when you coming on the wine cellar, or just give me one receipt and keep your account private, okay? Then he goes on to say, and we got plenty of fucking messages. I'm just tired of the lies, and I'm glad that you see through the lies, but this motherfucker is really, really trying me. Now, here's what Hollywood told me. You know, he abruptly stopped working with Shannon. Everybody was like, where's Hollywood? Where's Hollywood? Where's Hollywood? People trying to figure out where the fuck is Hollywood. Shannon ain't never said nothing bad about Hollywood. Shannon had mentioned that Jordan had stopped his live. Now put Hollywood, Jordan, and Shannon together. Now if you go to Jordan's Instagram, they literally dress just alike. And Jordan likes to tell Shannon's business, but according to Hollywood, he walked in on Shannon and Jordan. He's been gone ever since, and he thanked me for seeing through the lies. And then he went in there and deleted the message like, I ain't got him, bitch. And he left. So if you're asking who Michelle was, the only Michelle that he has ever been entangled with, not unless it's coincidentally two Michelles, but this bitch got him in court, and then you can look it up. Lawsuit between Michelle Evans and Shannon Sharpe, and she is alleging sexual assault. But y'all believe anything, though. Then he tried to make a shirt talking about that's my Michelle. That shit gone. He had to come out and apologize for trying to sell merch. And it better not be no video of Michelle. Like, it better not be no old video, because she gonna add that shit to the lawsuit too. Exclusive. Everything's alleged, even my name's alleged if they ask, okay? But Shannon, do you? I think it would be great if he came out as an old school kind of gay guy, because a lot of people will come out. I don't see anything wrong with his sexuality, but when you try to go to the length that you do to try to cover it up, it makes people wonder, because it was like so many lies that you told. All right, who coming out to the Kansas City, Missouri show October 6th?
Listen, hate her or love her, I didn't detect one lie spoken when it came to what Tasha K had to say about Shannon Sharpe. And of course, we weren't in the bedroom to see what was going down, but it's just a lot going on with him when it comes to what he tries to portray, how he comes off on women. I feel that he has a lot of pent-up aggression against black women, and he shows it in ways like, even if some people feel like the response to that person's tweet was a light thing, I read a whole lot more into that, and it just shows in how he feels like he needs to respond to almost everyone and everything that has some sort of platform that speaks on him, instead of just winning in public and walking in silence when it comes to his so-called haters. If he wants to call someone like myself giving commentary about him, someone like Tasha K giving commentary about him, these are just our views on him. It's not hate. It just is what it is. And when it comes to Shannon Sharpe, I just don't care for his ways. I smelled and saw stunt all over that so-called live that was accidental that happened. My eardrums could have went without hearing that bull crap. Thank God I didn't see anything with my eyes. And he lied. People are not really being honest about that. He lied. He said that his account was hacked. And then he came out to say that his assistant reached out to him to let him know, hey, you on live and blah, 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 blah. And his assistant got into the live and shut it down. How? Do you really believe that? But anyway, guys, you let me know what you think about Shannon Sharpe and his aggressive tweets towards black women, attacking black women, the stunt, and then Tasha K exposing the truth behind that so-called accidental live where he was allegedly having sex with my Michelle when he was in a 10-year relationship with Michelle, a Michelle at least, who ironically was filing a lawsuit against him for aggression as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.